Hello friends, welcome to the video lessons on electronic measuring instruments. In this class, I am going to explain about loading effect of voltmeters in voltage measurements and rectifier type instruments. Before we proceed to the next topic, let me show you the images of ammeters and voltmeters which are available in market and which are being used in our laboratories. This is a DC voltmeter, and you can see that it is a meter used to measure 0 to 1 ampere, and the entire scale is divided into 5 main divisions, and each main division is further divided into 10 subdivisions. So for 0 to 1 volt range of this meter, each main division corresponds to zero point 0.2 volts, and each subdivision corresponds to 0.02, sorry, each main division corresponds to zero point 0.2 amperes, and each subdivision corresponds to 0.02 amperes. And here there are two terminals provided. Red terminal is marked positive and black terminal is marked negative. So when you are using this DC ammeter in a circuit for measurement of current, you have to open the circuit where you need to measure the current, and positive of the network is to be connected to the positive of the meter, and negative of the circuit is to be connected to negative of the meter. This is another DC ammeter. Particularly, this type of meters are called as panel meters because they will be fixed on front panels of different uh, say voltage supplies or other bigger instruments. And here this meter also is having a scale of 0 to 1 ampere. Each division corresponds to point 0 to 1 milliampere, I'm sorry, and each division corresponds to zero point 0.2 milliamperes, and each subdivision corresponds to 0.02 milliamperes. And here is a knob provided for the adjustment of this pointer to 0. This is called as zero adjust control. When no current is flowing through the device or the DC ammeter, the pointer has to be at 0. It has to indicate 0 milliamperes. But for any reason, if it is showing other than 0, first by using a screwdriver, it has to be adjusted in such a way that the pointer will settle down at 0 with no external current is supplied to the meter. Another type of DC ammeter. Here this is 0 to 5 amperes DC ammeter, Each division corresponds to 1 ampere, each subdivision corresponds to zero point 0.1 ampere. And here is a multi-range DC ammeter which can be used for the measurement of 5 amperes, 50 amperes and 500 amperes. Suppose if I want to use this DC ammeter in 0 to 5 volts range, then positive of the network should be connected to this red terminal marked as 5, and negative of the network is to be connected to this black terminal marked as negative. Suppose if I want to use this DC ammeter for 0 to 50 volts measurement, sorry, 0 to 50 milliamperes measurement, as it is written on the scale, it is 50 milliamperes. So in that case, the positive of the network is to be connected to 0 to 50 milliamperes red terminal, and negative is to be connected to the black terminal marked as minus. Suppose if the device is to be used for the measurement of 0 to 500 milliamperes range, then positive of the network should be connected to the red terminal marked as 500. Negative of the network is to be connected to the black terminal marked as minus or negative. This is another type of multi-range DC ammeter. Just as in the previous diagram, here also depending upon the range in which the device has to be used, the positive and negative terminals of the network are to be connected to the appropriate terminals shown on the top. Here, which terminal is corresponding to which range, we cannot observe here because it is placed vertically. So these are some of the models which are available in the market and which can be used for the measurement of DC currents. Then DC voltmeters. This is a bench type DC voltmeter used for the measurement of 0 to 5 volts, and each division here, basically the scale is calibrated into 5 main divisions, and each division is calibrated into 5 subdivisions. So one main division corresponds to 1 volt and one subdivision corresponds to zero point 0.2 volts, and it is provided with zero adjustment knob also. On the back side, you will have the terminals to which the network is to be connected. Here, because it is a voltmeter, we have to connect the voltmeter in parallel to the portion of the circuit across which we have to measure the voltage. Another DC voltmeter having a voltage range of 0 to 5 volts. Each division corresponds to 1 volt and each subdivision corresponds to zero point 0.1 volt. A slight difference as you can observe. In this case, each subdivision corresponds to zero point 0.2 volts because one division is divided into only 5 parts, whereas in this case, one division is divided into 10 parts, so one subdivision corresponds to zero point 0.1 volt. Another instrument, DC voltmeter, which can measure voltage in two different ranges. One is 0 to 3 volts range, in which case positive of the network is to be connected to the red terminal marked as 3. Negative of the terminal is to be connected to black terminal marked as minus. Then we have to use the lower scale calibrated from 0 to 3 volts. If we want to use the device for the measurement of 0 to 15 volts, then the positive of the network is to be connected to red terminal marked as 15 volts, and negative of the terminal is to be connected to negative terminal of the network is to be connected to black terminal marked as minus. A multi-range voltmeter with three different voltage ranges. One is 0 to 3 volts, second one is 0 to 10 volts, the third one is 0 to 15 volts. So to measure 0 to 3 volts, we have to use the first two terminals. To measure 0 to 10 volts, we have to use first and third terminal. To measure 0 to 15 volts, the positive of the network should be connected to red terminal marked as 15. Negative of the network is to be connected to the black terminal marked as negative. Here, another multimeter, a multi-range voltmeter having a voltage range of 3 volts, 15 volts, and 500 volts. 0 to 3 volts, first two terminals, 0 to 15 volts, first and third terminal, 0 to 300, first and fourth terminal. That is how we have to connect. So these are few images of voltmeters, DC voltmeters, which are commercially available in market, and some of them are being used in our laboratories also. So now coming to the next topic, that is loading effect. Basically, what is meant by loading? To know about loading, let us look into a simple example problem here. A DC voltmeter is there having IM. Here IM is not given, straight away sensitivity is given. In the circuit shown in figure 3.17, the voltage across the resistor of value 2.5 kilo ohms is to be measured by using a voltmeter of sensitivity of 1 kilo ohm per volt. Calculate the reading of the voltmeter in each case and the percentage error in the measurement. As it is given, the sensitivity of the voltmeter is 1 kilo ohm per volt. So, looking into the circuit here as it is without any external voltmeter, the voltage across 2.5 kilo ohms is 75 volts, that is the total voltage, divided by 5 plus 2.5, that is 7.5 kilo ohms, into the drop across this we need to find out. So into 2.5 kilo ohms. So the value or the voltage across 2.5 kilo ohms is 75 divided by 7.5 into 10 power 3 multiplied with 2.5 into 10 power 3. 10 power 3 gets cancelled out in both numerator and denominator, 2.5 by 7.5, that is 1 by 3. 75 into 1 by 3 is 25. So the voltage across 2.5 kilo ohms without any external DC voltmeter connected in the circuit is 25 volts. And using a DC voltmeter, we have to measure this voltage. Now, the sensitivity of the DC voltmeter is given as 1 kilo ohm per volt. And here we have to measure 25 volts. So, for 1 volt, the meter offers 1 kilo ohm resistance. Sensitivity means ohms per volt. So, for 1 volt of measurement, the meter offers 1 kilo ohm resistance. For 25 volts measurement, obviously the meter offers 25 into 1 kilo ohm, that is 5, that is 25 kilo ohms. Now, we know that the meter is connected across the 2.5 kilo ohms resistor in order to measure the voltage. Now, when two resistors are connected in parallel, the resistance will change. The equivalent resistance will be lesser than the lower among the two resistors. The two resistors that are connected in parallel are 2.5 kilo ohms, that is the network resistance, and 25 kilo ohms, that is the resistance offered by the voltmeter in 25 volts range. So the equivalent resistance of these two when they are in parallel is 2.5 into 10 power 3 into 25 into 10 power 3 divided by 2.5 kilo ohms. I'm sorry. The voltage measured by the voltmeter is given as 2.5, of course. Yes. Here it is given as parallel combination. I'm sorry. So 2.5 kilo ohms in parallel with 25 kilo ohms. That is the equivalent resistance divided by 5 kilo ohms is the first resistance plus 2.5 kilo ohms in parallel with 25 kilo ohms. That is the second one multiplied with 75. That will be the resistance that will be the voltage that is indicated by the voltmeter. It comes to around 23.44 volts. Actual voltage to be measured is 25 volts, but because of the sensitivity of the voltmeter and it is offering some resistance of 25 kilo ohms, the voltmeter measures 23.44 volts instead of 25 volts. So what happened? Because of the internal resistance of the basic DC voltmeter, the measured voltage has become 23.44 instead of 25. So there is a difference of 1.66. and difference in the sense there is an error of 1.66 volts, and the percentage error is error divided true value minus indicated value by true value into 100. That is called as percentage error. That comes around to be 6.24%. Now we can see here that in a simple voltage measurement application where we need to measure 25 volts in a circuit, because of the introduction of a voltmeter into the circuit, the internal resistance got modified, and as a result, the quantity being measured is in some error by 6.24%. This is called as loading effect of voltmeter on network. Now let us look into this loading effect of voltmeter on voltage measurements in detail within a few minutes.